Yes, we have started. Welcome to MSME Matters. Today we have Mr. Avik Roy, who has a very unique business in cigars. He has been doing this business for at least 8 years at least, if I'm not mistaken. Over to you, Mr. Roy. How did you get into this business? I would love to know because this is really, really niche. I have not come across anything so niche in my life.
Okay. So firstly, I am in this business since 2003. And cigar I ventured in about 2007.
Okay.
So it's quite some time. Now, you should know my background from where I'm coming from. So I am born and brought up in a middle class family in Bhawanipur. My father was a professor, he was a gold medalist. My mother was a librarian. And I studied in South Point and then in St. Xavier's. And I took life very easy. I have not taken things very seriously. I mean, that is why I tell my kids also, it's okay to make mistakes. I was never a very bad student, but I never slogged a lot. And South Point was obviously one of the best schools. St. Xavier's was good, but I never got interested in studies, which was my father's one of the biggest point. Now, when as usual, everybody, ultimately does get into a work and a job and something like that. So my first work was with Indian Rayon. So while working in Indian Rayon, at that point of time, internet was not as it is today. Then what used to happen was you used to have a dial-up connection. So it was, somewhere in my mind, I always had the desire that I have to have my own business. Now, question is, how do you do that? I don't have a father who is very rich. Actually, we used to stay in a rented flat, 700 square feet. So then you don't have no money. So then what is your resource? Your only resource then becomes information and knowledge. No other resource is there.
Yeah.
So I was wondering that, what is the area I can venture? So searching through the internet and Google, I got very attracted to the cigar industry. And over a period of time, it was almost natural to me that I could understand how it operates, how the things work out, to such a level that I even started mentally designing cigar cases. So my first line was cigar cases. I am probably the only Indian holding a patent for a cigar case. And I have a grant. And what will be impressing for you is that when I had that interview with the gentleman, he said, Indian cigar case, I'm very proud. So he gave me all my grant. He said, I will not even refute. I have never seen anybody apply, not even in the last 100 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now coming to the main point. So when I looked around the cigar case market, who are the players? The players are Davidoff, the players are Dunhill, the players are Hermes. These are the kind of players. So how do you compete with them? Then I thought that let me create a product which is so innovative and so flexible that you get into the cigar aficionado's mind at one go. So my specialty was I created a product which has got cedar lining on the inside. Usually cigar case, what used to happen was cigar cases used to be leather cases.
Yeah.
So there are two parts, you take it out, it's a very soft case, you can press it, you set it, the cigars are drawn.
Yeah.
I designed a case where in the inside, I created an inner cedar lining. Okay. And with that, and it was a crush proof case, which means the 70 kg person can stand on the case will not get damaged. That was my first step. Then what I did was I started putting camel bone on the top, buffalo horn on the top, and then the best part was I created a humidification within the cigar case, which made us more or less world number one. Now coming to how it happened, how the branding happened. I can tell you what I did. So then my logic was to be an established brand in the world. I don't have money. So what I can do, I can select the top best stores in the world. Yeah. If I'm able to showcase my product there, that's an easy shortcut. I can easily disturb the market, get into the top. So my first target was JJ Fox London. Oh. So that shop was established in 1700s.
Yeah.
They were older than Habanos. They were the first importer of Cuban cigars. So I went there, thrown out. He started laughing at me. So India cigar, please. Next time. I again came. Third time, the guy had some sympathy. He said, you are going round and round. Okay, come now. We'll have a laugh. So I came in. We had a meeting. After 15-20 minutes, I realized that he went out. He said, give me 5 minutes. Then he called somebody. Then he called somebody. Then ultimately, we're sitting in the boardroom. I don't know if you have been to St. James, London. JJ Fox is a legendary store in the world. Now, at the bottom, there's something called the museum, where Oscar Wilde and Winston Churchill used to smoke. They even have a book where their dues are written, that who owes how much. Then they called me downstairs. Then the owner was there. And then, after seeing all the products, they said, we're extremely impressed. And we are ready to go. And I got the first order, which was about 1.5 lakh pounds, whatever it was. And they said, we also have stores in Harvey Nichols and we have stores in Harrods and Selfridges. So they were my first customer. So Europe was done. Then they gave me reference to another. I told them, this is my list. He says, Habanos we can't handle. Like Cuba, we don't know, but we would request that you go and meet Hygenius. Hygenius was again one of the leading stores in Amsterdam. So like that, I had a map of 10 stores. Then I went to New York. My brother, like you told me that, I have never knew you were there and those kind of things. So my brother said, if you want to be known in US, you have to meet Cigar Aficionado or Rob Report.
Yeah.
So I said, fine. I again went up, had a meeting with Cigar Aficionado. Again, same story. No entry. 3-4 Starbucks here and there. Again, you take a try. So finally, they said, okay, come in. Had a meeting. Gregory Matallo and Michael Moretti. My first articles are written by Michael Moretti. So he was like, he was from Forbes magazine and then he moved to Cigar Aficionado. After seeing a few of my products, he says, this is way beyond me. I have to call Marvin. So then Marvin was called. He's actually the owner of Cigar Aficionado. He had a look at me. He said, very impressive, but then I'm not the judge. I'm going to send, how many cases have you got? So I had a huge suitcase full of cases. He says, you leave them. I will send it to a friend of mine. If he likes it, you're on. You're on means you're on. I'll let you know. Give me your number. Leave the number. So my brother was staying in Boston, so I went back. And he called me, I think, on Monday or a Tuesday. And he says, let us set up a meeting. How soon can you come? I said, I can come today also. It's a 3.5-hour train journey from there. So I can just take an Amtrak and come. He said, no, don't rush. You come tomorrow. We set up a meeting at maybe 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. You have lunch with me. So then I went there. And then he told me that his closest friend was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
So he sent those cases to Arnold. Arnold said, these are the best of the best I've ever seen in my life. Once he said that, for me, there was no looking back. So these are the kind of supports I got without any plan. We got featured in Cigar Aficionado without spending a single penny. To give an example, how much they charge for a half a page, they charge $250,000. All the ads that you see in that magazine, they're spending between 1 to 5 million, based on the quality and the frequency and the number of ads. Then was Rob Report. So like that, this journey opened. And what we have always maintained was our product was the best of the best, which means we use the same leather that Louis Vuitton uses or Bentley or Porsche uses.
Mm-hmm.
I found their supplier of leather. So they use Bavarian bull leather. That is like guaranteed for life. So all our cases are guaranteed for life. That's one part is there. Second is that we continuously try to innovate. We did not decide what the customer will buy. We gave them the option. We are the only company having a customs website where you can order your own case. In cigars, there are two variables. You have a length and you have a thickness. We have options where you can choose number of cigars you want to put in a cigar case. Before us, nobody in the world did that. I don't think till now nobody can, because that's a different ball game. And we source the right for cigar case. Spanish cedar is most important. Only Estee Dupont or say, for example, Davidoff or Dunhill, they could afford that Spanish cedar, and the humidors were priced at $4,000, $5,000, something like that. I was able to source the same thing in Brazil. So we imported the cedar in US, then we spliced it into a vineyard, and then we imported it back in India, and we got it manufactured. So we had a distinct cost advantage other than the initial investment. That way, what we were able to do was far superior than the product they had to offer. So this is how we entered the market. And after a period of time, as it happens, it gets over you. So I got so passionate. Then I thought, why not create a brand of cigars only for Indians? Because the Indians are not getting a choice. They're only getting what others are selling. Right? So an Indian palate is different. People here are moving from cigarette to cigar. So in US, what happens? A guy starts smoking a cigarette at the age of 14, 15, like in Calcutta or in India. Then by the time he's a full-grown man, he moves into a thicker cigar. In India, that gap is not there. So in my cigar, I created certain changes, like the draw was very mild, and the blend was not very strong. There would be no cough. Aftertaste, the tar content was low, because people by habit will inhale. Because they're cigarette smokers. They should not have a cough. Like that, we moved into cigar. You'll be happy to know we are actually the first company to import cigars only for India. ITC followed us. We were the first. So this is how it has been, and now cigar market slowly is growing in India, not in exponential case, because the duty is huge. Huge means very high. As a result, the pricing becomes very expensive. So not many people can actually buy. That is how it's.
Yeah, so this has been a terrific journey, right? I mean, what I see here is that, I mean, you've actually traversed a path which nobody else has done. I mean,
That's always
it is
easy,
very,
because if
yeah,
you like something, what
yeah,
happens is then the work is fun.
yeah.
Then I'm not struggling, right?
Hmm.
So every time I'm thinking in my mind how to look at it, how to do something different. Because like I told you, my father was a professor.
Yeah.
He was a goldman. He did not have pots of money where I can spend and think of a plan.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
So I have to find out a way where with knowledge I'm able to disturb a market, disrupt it perfectly to be able to make a place, which I was able to do.
Yeah. So,
And hopefully for cigar also I plan the same. You will
yeah.
be very surprised to know when I really felt happy in my life was when Habano started copying.
Aha.
So then my father said, "You have such great designs, you should apply for a patent." So I applied for a patent. Habano is the best company in the world, oldest company in the world.
Yeah.
They started copying. Then GK Pillai was there. He was a central minister. I wrote
Yeah.
to him, and they took up with the embassy, and
Hmm.
they sent me an apology letter.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Imitation is the best form of flattery. So
Yes.
then I was very impressed that if they have started copying me, I'm definitely here, and I'm here
Yeah.
to stay.
Yeah.
So because the lack of ideas, if you look at that market, even if cigar aficionado said, in the last 100 years, there was no innovation at all.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Only with Andre Garcia entering, all of a sudden, it's like the market has 2 to 3 designs. I
Yeah.
entered the market with 150 designs. We are
Yeah.
not even in the scale. We're
Yeah.
in a different scale altogether.
Yeah.
So that's a,
So yeah, so for me the interesting, because I was watching some of the videos that are there. I mean, that of the products, that because I mean, obviously I didn't get a chance to see too much. I mean, next time, once the COVID thing is over, I travel to Kolkata, I'll definitely sort of drop in, and I want to see these because this is really interesting. So what I
for
noticed is,
example, if
yeah,
Meg Ryan wants to order a cigar case for his father, he'll call me.
yes, yeah,
All the Hollywood celebrities, they buy from us.
yeah,
When Panamera was launched by Porsche, I was invited in the factory in Leipzig.
mm-hmm.
And they purchased cigar case for me in which we emboss initials of the individual owners.
Owners. Oh wow. So this is
So when I was
unique.
actually able to see Panamera on my own eyes,
Yeah,
nobody see, even the press had not seen that.
seen.
I
Yeah.
drove in the racing track in Leipzig. That guy was a smoker. So that made my life very easy. That's how it is.
So yeah, so for me, the entire business that has happened, I mean, that your journey is actually quite unique, simply because it
Because
brings.
I'm lazy, I can't think too much.
No, no, I mean, I don't think that is a, see, you're probably self-deprecating in this case, because to me it's a lesson in understanding knowledge, using your expertise, and then going after what you want. I think that is very important for any entrepreneur anywhere. I mean, to me, this is a.
Those are very difficult words. If you ask me what I think of, I think that if you know the function of a product,
Hmm,
then the design is more or less apparent.
yeah,
It is as simple as that.
yeah.
So nobody paid attention to the function of a cigar
Hmm, hmm,
and what a cigar case is meant to do. I
yeah,
did that.
yeah.
Cigar has only one problem. If it becomes dry, it gets destroyed.
Destroyed. Yeah,
So we were the first company to come with a cigar case where you have a humidification.
yeah,
So it
yeah,
can protect the cigar even when you are traveling. That's it.
yeah,
There's no rocket science.
yeah,
But nobody paid attention to that.
yeah.
It's just like when you're designing a car, the aerodynamics plays the most important role.
Yes.
How to get the maximum speed. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's fairly simple. It's not as complicated as it makes.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. But then at the end of the day, that simplicity is what makes it unique, right? At the end of the day, that is
I'm
what
not
makes it
very sure. Suppose somebody can't think difficultly, that is also an option. If I'm not able to think in a very complicated way, then I have no choice. I think like this only.
Yeah. So essentially, what I have understood from this journey of yours is that, look, is like they say, no, basics. I mean, whatever you see in life, wherever a problem or a challenge you face, the solution probably is simpler than you think it is. I mean, you probably can analyze and overcomplicate it. What I see here is that we have simplified the stuff. I mean, the basic thing of, maintaining the cigars in a certain humidity level was the problem, and the solution came, and there you are, right? So yeah. So today, how do you? I mean, today, I don't want to ask you about expansion plans and stuff like that. So today, what is the situation like? I mean, we have been locked down for last 6 months. I mean, there is a problem. So I mean, where do you think life?
Situation is very bad. Now, as you have understood, my business model is slightly different.
Yeah.
So I have escaped the wrath.
Okay.
Because see, we have clients. So we have, let me now explain to you what is our diversification business.
Mm-hmm.
So cigar is there, cigar case is there.
Yeah.
They are unaffected by any lockdown. They don't care. They're too rich people.
Yeah.
Now comes to the real business, the hospitality. They are my customers.
Yeah.
I do a lot of high-end packaging for all the top hotels. The business is zero.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Hmm.
Now comes to confectionery. In Calcutta, there's a very big brand called Flurys. I can assure you, in the last 11 months, their consumption has not even reached a month's consumption before COVID.
Oh.
That is how bad situation is.
Mm-hmm.
However, the lower segment where we are also, because see, we being a manufacturer, we are able to cater to both the scales.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another brand called Sugar and Spice, which caters to the mass. Like if Flurys is consuming 5,000 cakes a month, Sugar and Spice consumption is approximately 10 times, like 50,000.
Yeah.
They are not affected.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow or the other, the lowest rung business, like the confectionaries who are very cost effective, with my experience I have seen, they are not affected.
Mm-hmm.
How, I don't know, but they are not. Flurys is like killed. I can't tell you how badly they are hit. Forget payment. All the hotels in Calcutta, like, gone.
Mm-hmm.
Now with Diwali, what they did was they did some kind of hampers and all. They're trying to sustain.
Mm-hmm.
Because these are my primarily clients.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the cigar and the cigar cases, the hospital industry. So their business has been terrible.
Okay.
What they're trying to do now is, because nobody is able to come to the hotel, they're creating various packages.
Mm-hmm.
Taj has started something called the Cumin.
Mm-hmm.
So where they're delivering food at home.
Mm-hmm.
And the few people who are working in the hotel, they're trying to create hampers throughout the month.
Okay.
That is how they're trying to sustain. So I really can't say it's a good model. It's a very difficult model.
Okay. So which basically means that from at least this segment of your clients, payments would be low, slow, or non-existent.
Or non-existent.
Yeah. So that is a
But
challenge.
otherwise, that was a great business. Other
Right.
than that, it was very good.
Yeah, that is an area.
Hotel had the money.
Yeah, hotel had the money, and then it also had the clientele of its own, right? So their clientele
And profit was there. Money is not an issue.
Yes. Yeah.
So now, surprisingly, they have taken a very big hit. I mean, you can look around also, you'll realize. Half the hotels are still not operating in full strength. People who are, like, I know Taj Group very closely. Only the Taj own hotels are getting paid salaries.
Okay.
Owner-driven hotels, they're not even getting 25%.
Oh, wow. That's really bad, no?
Really.
So which basically, I mean, so where do you see the challenge if I ask you as an entrepreneur, what is the one big challenge that you're facing right now? I mean, you might be facing it to a lesser extent. From your experience, your network, what is it that you're seeing and hearing?
See, what I have told myself is very simple. That I don't expect this to go away. Right? So you have to figure out a way to work in this process. Right?
Yeah.
So what I am now doing is I'm educating my client, telling them, don't expect that people will be back in the hotel. Find a way where you can reach them.
Yeah.
Then we can rebuild the business and we can continue in the same scale, because end of the day, the people will eat.
Yeah.
If we're able to give them hygienic food with their mental comfort, they will do it.
Yeah.
So don't expect marriages and banquets, but the regular business, there should be a way out. And we should plan in that direction. That is what I have been doing, and that is what I'm recommending them also.
Okay, great.
Because I genuinely don't think that in the next 2 to 3 months, people will be flocking in the hotels and bursting money. No.
Yeah. Looks unlikely.
And even on a logical basis, US can have the vaccine. They might be vaccinated by July, but we are like years away. So what are you going to do? Cry in your home sitting?
Yeah.
That something is wrong.
Yeah. No point. You're right.
So you have to find some intelligent way where you are able to bypass it.
Yeah.
And do your own work.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, sir. You make things very simple. The same thing.
No, but that is the truth. When Taj was thinking of this home delivery, so I was like, you are calling me. He called me up. And they're good friends. You are on speaker. So what do you think? I said, don't expect people to come to your hotel. Don't be a kid. Their life comes first. And anyways, high net worth individuals are slightly old. So their risk factor is a little more. But jokes about what do you think? I said, delivery is the way.
Yeah.
If the price is reasonable, food is good, sooner or later, how a person gets bored of eating the same food.
Yeah.
So now, with that said, because if you look around you, which are the businesses that are not affected? Primarily food.
Food, yeah.
All the takeaway joints, nobody can say we are going through a loss. No way. They're actually overbooked.
Yeah.
Online grocery, they're overbooked.
Overbooked. Yeah. True.
Because food is going to happen.
True.
And super luxury is also unaffected.
Mm-hmm.
People now are not spending on average luxury.
Mm-hmm.
But super luxury, see, people who are my client, they basically wake up in the morning and decide how to spend money. What will I do with so much money? So those kind of people are not affected.
Yeah.
Okay, but for the other people who would say, "Oh, I want to show this person I can buy a new car," that kind of people now are on the back seat.
They are on the back.
They don't know whether what will happen with the EMI.
Yeah.
If something goes wrong, I can't pay. It may
Yeah.
not be a smart idea.
Yeah.
So those people are hit.
Yeah.
Many people telling me cars are hit. I said, no, look at the luxury cars.
Yeah.
They are not hit. And people are now getting educated. They realize Maruti is not a car. It's probably close to a cycle.
Yeah.
We have to move to something better.
Yeah.
So if you have to buy a car, buy not, not definitely that is not a choice.
Yes.
I mean, even if you look at the car market, if you look at the MG Hector, Hector is booked before COVID. It was booked for 7 months.
Yeah.
When Maruti was having a slump in their sales.
Yes.
How do you justify that?
Yeah. And
So
now they have
people
come up with
don't want to correct new model.
new model.
Correct.
Yeah.
So they have understood the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now people want to spend on a car means it should be luxury. Otherwise, no car.
No car. Yeah.
We would take a Uber.
Yeah.
These
Very
are two
true.
alternatives.
Very true. Very
If I have to save money, I will not have a car, not have a driver.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Simple as that. Very true. Very true. So from a government perspective, what do you think are the challenges that
Like I told you,
yeah.
government has to do something about the GST.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I got payment stuck up at such a huge scale, we have a very high GST. Like I'll tell you, cigar it is 28% GST and 21% cess.
Hmm.
So if I sell 40 lakh cigar, my 10 lakhs is my due on GST and cess. So I was a big hit. So then I had the resource, I paid it. Then I realized this is something that is going to kill all the companies.
Mm-hmm.
Government must have a transparent method where a person who is unable to give his GST should be able to continue his business. I know many customers who cannot afford a cost accountant or a chartered accountant, how they do the job work and all. 6 months nil return, they're blocking the GST.
Oh, okay.
So that means he will going to break the bills. He cannot take out a way bill. And those, because that is how I came to know that I have a paper supplier. He says, boss, I can't generate. This is my issue. I have to do it like this. I will send it in the same together, but I have to have separate bills at separate days. So this is a serious issue. If you are not able to continue your business, what will you do? If you are able to continue, you will some way or the other sustain. Like government has rightly done that you can't pay interest on interest. So the moratorium extension is a very good thing. See, I am unaffected because I don't have a loan. But I'm saying in the big picture, whoever friends I have got, people have this tendency of buying a car, having a loan, buying a house, having a loan. They are all under tremendous pressure. Salary has become 1/4.
True, very true.
Normal people, GM, deputy GM, what will they do? They're in a deep bad state. Lower people तो job ही चला गया, छोड़ दो. DGM को तो sack नहीं कर सकता, तो DGM is in a still a senior level. I can't name you, but I know in Calcutta there are guys in Novotel and Marriott. Hell of a time. All stop. So government, the only way government can help, I'm telling you, is make loans easy. Means you are able to take it. Take it means not too much documentation, not too much. Few people will always cheat, but don't focus on them. Most of the people will not cheat.
Yeah. True, very true.
Say up to 5 lakh loan or 10 lakh loan, if there is not much drama and if it is easy, then it's fine.
Yeah.
See, everybody says selling in Amazon is easy. But I'm telling you, it is a misnomer. You ask me why? They are run by, they are run by very strong legal experts. Selling a football may be easy in Amazon. You try selling food, it's a cartel, you can't. The restriction is such that will take you a hell of a lot of time to get the FSSI and the approval and the signages to be able to sell. So that has to be happening. It has to be like buying in Amazon, not selling in Amazon. Buying in Amazon is easiest. That is why the business is so high. Anybody can order in Amazon. Even a kid, my son, order in Amazon. Similarly, getting a loan should be like that. Give 10,000, doesn't matter. But it should be like that. Then only the money actually percolates and the guy is able to actually access the funds. Saying that, okay, you have a GST pending and I will give you 12 or 13 payments. It doesn't really happen. You ask the government that give me a data of companies having turnover of less than 20 lakhs. Start from there. how many people have not paid the GST and how much is the due? Now ask them how many has accessed your 12 or 24 installment scheme. Are they even aware? Are they able to avail it? What action is government taking to do that? You got my point? This is where the real wealth is in. They will die. I know they are going to die. Big organizations, they don't care. They are fine. They will take this opportunity to pay later, sack the employees. Simple strategy. Simple strategy. Do you think Westin Hotel in Calcutta, Rajarhat, such a huge hotel, do you think they are stupid? They're very smart. They have found this is the way we can fleece the bank. Let us file bankruptcy. We get protected. So they are accessing it. But the poor guy who might have 50,000 GST pending can't pay.
Yeah.
I know, because I am buying from many type of suppliers. I'm sharing with them what they're facing.
Yeah. And the other thing I also
and GST office in Calcutta is a big joke.
Okay.
You say send a mail, you see if there's a reply or not.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So that is a big gray area. I'm telling you, you start from that point. You ask the government, you give us the data and you check. At least send letters to them saying, you apply, we will try. That is also a benefit.
Correct.
Then they will also know, okay. Or the government should ensure that the small people, they don't get blocked on their GST.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to start somewhere. I mean, you need to either create funds, make funds available, or you need to sort of...
That's a big picture. Small picture is you identify the people who actually need them and give them an option.
Correct.
That is already in with you. That you don't need somebody else.
See, today, if I miss, correct. If I miss a payment even on my credit card, I actually get a negative rating, and that actually influences the way I can acquire a loan, right? Later on, I mean, automatically my credit rating goes down. So everything is sort of, it's sort of, I think, I understand what you're saying. It's putting pressure.
So people like Westin, they're playing with the system, making the most of it. And those who actually need it are basically getting a zero.
Zero. Yeah. That's a sad part.
That's a sad.
Yeah. So I think implementation.
So if government is very keen, they should target only those having turnover of less than even 50 lakhs. Unka 10% they are able to pass the benefit. I'm telling you, you will see change.
Yeah. Suddenly there will be productivity. I mean,
so they can roll. Right now, it's all cash.
Yeah.
I'm sure half the GST is gone.
Yeah.
And they may not even afford a person who would come and file the GST and take 500 rupees and do the job.
वो भी नहीं होता है.
They are the ones needing, no?
Yeah, correct.
People like big, how do they care? They don't. They have a way. So lawyer laga do. We'll go for 5 years. We'll see whether we pay or we don't. Those kind of stuff.
So the micro and small are the ones who are, I mean, what I understand from you is micro and small are the ones who are actually really, they're getting crushed. Good. I think that was really nice, sir. Mr. Roy, I think I mean, and you said that, I mean, so you said, like in the beginning, you said you kept it simple. I think this is the simplest and easiest way that people can understand that the challenges they are facing, they're not their own. It is probably spread wider. It is there. And the idea behind what we are trying to do is to sort of get all of these and present it to the government and say, you know what, these are the genuine challenges, not something which a bureaucrat sitting in a room can figure out.
Bureaucrat has got no idea. The bureaucrat has got no idea. He knows I have the right to refuse. He can do nothing to me.
Yes.
Where is the accountability? You tell me.
Yeah.
Is the bureaucrat going to the finance minister showing I have got so many applications and I have responded to so many and I'm sorry I could not respond to so many? Is there a record? What kind of requests he gets? How many processes?
Yeah. So this is the problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for sparing the time. I mean, this was really my privilege to have you on this show. Definitely look forward to meeting you in person and sort of getting to know a little more about the business that you have taken up as a first generation entrepreneur and made a huge success of it.
Thank you. Are you a smoker by any chance?
Yes and no. I'm not a regular smoker, but like you said, I mean, I also started with Chittaranjan Park.
So this is how I would finish our discussion.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, I can always say I have a great product.
Yeah.
Being confident about one's product, I personally think is nothing less than a marketing.
Yeah.
So I will not do marketing. I will send you a product. You should smoke it. Then only you realize whether it is good or not.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I look forward to meeting you because I think a virtual meeting is, I think, takes away the fun. I mean, this would have been wonderful if we have been sitting across the table having a cup of tea and
Yeah, yeah. I
conversation.
actually had one.
Oh yeah, I had one.
I
Sometime
enjoyed
back.
the conversation, so I had it.
Thank you very
You are
much.
too
Even I
serious, so
enjoyed.
you know.
No, not at all. I enjoyed it too because I just love the way you simplify things. So to me, it's
No, no. I will tell you,
a
I am not like Shugato, and I don't do too many interviews, and I am not very bothered.
yeah.
Just
I mean,
I
that is
have
the
a very
best.
different approach towards
Yeah,
life.
that is the best. I just
I
love
live
this
this
approach.
kind of life, you know.
Yeah,
That's how it is.
you are who
I
you are,
know.
right? You don't need to be something else. I mean, I think only the very few people who are probably very comfortable with themselves can do this. That is
Right.
my understanding of this. So honestly, I've met you
I
the
have
first.
always tried to keep life very simple,
Yeah,
you know, and that is how it should be.
yeah, I
It's
agree
okay to
totally.
be successful in life. It's
Yeah.
okay to be failure in life. It is not that
Who
anything is
defines that?
consistent.
Yeah, who defines that, anyways, right? I mean, I define my own success.
So
What will
I
you?
what I tell my kids is, you know, it is always better to be a satisfied person because that is
Correct.
judged by you.
Yes.
Being successful is a different ballgame altogether.
Yes. Totally.
There, you know, people will be judging you. You may
Yeah.
be successful, you may not be successful.
Yes.
Satisfaction part, you live with it.
Yes. Very
That's
true.
all.
Very true, sir. Very true. Thank you.
Again, simple, but that's
Yeah.
how it is. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. And we'll keep in touch. Thanks a lot again.
Sure. Thank you.